Yoana Nin with the Prosperous Agency, aka Yoana Nin Realty. I am a real estate broker in the Greater Triangle area in Raleigh, North Carolina, and I've been serving this market for 10 years. I want to talk to you about affordability. How much house payment can you actually afford? So I will be giving you some intro just because I want you to understand that when lenders calculate how much home you can afford, they look at your payment from a perspective of how much money you make, how much do you actually spend every month, as in car payments, student loans, medical bills, anything that's recurring every month. So they take everything in consideration, and oftentimes you're going to hear them talk about debt to income, which is super important for affordability. Okay, make sure you're going to watch this over and over again just to get very clear on what I'm saying, because again, debt to income is something that's important, and they are going to talk about front ratios and back ratios, right? So everyone is different when it comes to how much house they can afford. It depends on how much money you make. It depends on how much down payment you have. It depends on the type of program that you're gonna get, and all of those, your credit scores and the recurring payments that you have monthly. Okay, so let's talk about a simple scenario of how much house can you afford if you have a $75,000 income. And let's say you are an amazing saver and you do have 3% down payment on a $400,000 home, right? So we're putting down 3%, your credit is amazing, you are getting a 2.5% rate, and you only have about $500 or so expenses every month, so you're amazing. You don't have a lot of bills, a lot of medical bills, student loans, credit card payments, car payments, and all of that, so only $500, right? We are calculating this at 45% debt to income ratio, just so you know. So that's a safe number to use based on what I told you before about the front ratio, back ratio, so we're looking at 45%, right? So again, we're buying a $400,000 home. Can we afford a $400,000 home? Can we afford that payment if we want to buy a $400,000 home and we make $75,000 per year? That is the question. And this is how the lender is going to calculate it. They're gonna say, Mr. Buyer, these are your expenses. You're amazing. You have like 700 or 680 or so, which obviously, ideally is above 620 for a conventional loan with a great interest rate, 3% down payment. So you're doing amazing, right? So there you go. We're gonna give you 2.5% interest rate, which is historically low because of what's happening right now in 2020. And so let's divide $75,000 times 12 so we can see how much you make per month. Then we're going to multiply it by 45%, which is our debt to income ratio. We're getting at 2812. This we're going to use to get our $500 from my English, right? And we're going to stay with 2312. So we're subtracting 500 from 2812, 2,312. Okay, again, we're having a purchase of $400K, right? That's the purchase price, that's the credit that you're getting from the lender. But then you are going to have a down payment of 3% from this $400K, that's going to be $12,000. So the remaining $400K minus $12,000, that's going to be your loan amount, okay? Your principal and interest with all these calculations is going to be somewhere around $1,533, okay? That's principal and interest. And then there comes the fun part, because you have to add the PMI, which everybody has to pay if you do not put 20% down on a house. So if you don't have 20%, which would be $80,000, you only have 3%, which is $12K, you're going to pay a PMI. PMI is going to be 245.73 in this case, okay? Your taxes are going to be $333. These are just estimates, okay? insurance for North Carolina, I would say, safer because we're not in California, we're not in other states. Insurance 100, HOA, homeowners association, which most of the homes here have. Let's just say it's $100 or so per month. And there you go. We have arrived at the payment. If you guys can see it, tra-la, the big payment is going to be $2212.06. So that's how much you can or you cannot afford. So think about this. Last year when the interest rates were like 3.5 or so, it's a completely different scenario. Like 1% more is a completely different scenario. That's why a lot of people are also refinancing so that they can drop their monthly payment, okay? So this is super important in my opinion, so that you know how they calculate these payments. So if you have any questions and you want us to assist you with calculating with different numbers, we can connect you with our lender as well, and they can go and look at your individual case. We will add Yoana Alvarez's phone number right there. He's with Guaranteed Rate. We highly advise you giving him a call. Feel free to DM us, email us, text me anytime. My number is right out there on the screen. Click that subscribe button, no pressure, but really we have around 200 or so, almost, videos on YouTube, and we've been serving this area for 10 years, as I said, and so there's a lot of great information. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, and ciao. Till next time.